So I'm Tom, a fitness coach and personal trainer at Canterbury Christ Church University Sports Centre, and today's class is Get Started. Guys, we're going to start off with the warm-up. Just going to put some music on nice and quickly. Start off with a chill track to get us starting off. So we're going to start walking on the spot using our arms and our legs. So we shouldn't be walking like this, okay? Make sure we're using our arms at the same time. Meant to say as well, guys, if you've got any questions at all during the class, drop them in the message box and I'll do my best to get back to you. Thank you, Norman. Appreciate that. Okay, we're going to start jogging on the spot now, guys. So using your arms and your legs nice and slowly, though. As I said, this is a beginner's class, so we don't want anyone like Usain Bolt trying to sprint off. Okay, we're going to go into 5-star jumps. Good, and then back to jogging on the spot again. Now we're going to go into 5 body weight squats. For the squat, we want to keep our core nice and tight, our head up, our chest up, and our shoulders back. And then back to jogging on the spot for me, guys. When you've done that, make sure you're using those arms. We're now going to go on to 5 side squats on each side. So a side squat is squat to one side, 5 on one side, and then 5 on the other. Fantastic. And change sides, guys, when you've done one. Well done, everyone. Really good. And then back to jogging on the spot so I can see everyone's done their side squats. Using those arms as well. We're now going to go into reverse lunges. Okay, so you lunge back. Feel free, if you struggle with the reverse lunge, to make them smaller range of motion. You don't have to go all the way down, okay? We're going to do 5 on each side. And then when you've done one side, make sure you change over. If any of you guys haven't yet muted your microphone, please would you mind doing that as well? Just so it doesn't interfere with the noise throughout the session. So I'll go and do that. So keep jogging on the spot for me, guys. I think I have the power to do that somehow. Ah, brilliant. Thank you very much, whoever's done that. Fantastic. So back to jogging on the spot. We're now going to come out onto our hands and then down onto our knees, guys. Keeping our arms nice and straight. We're going to push our elbows towards the floor to stretch the shoulders. And we're going to hold. We're then going to come up, through, push the lower back towards the floor, to stretch the core. We're going to look over one shoulder. Make sure when you look over that you're rotating at the abs. It shouldn't just be your head moving. And then we're going to look over the other shoulder. And change between sides. And then come back through, push the elbows towards the floor to stretch the shoulders. And then back through one more time, just to get that core nice and stretched. Done a couple of core exercises today, so I wanted to make sure you stretch out the abs before we start with the session. And when you finish that, guys, so stop there for me. Grab yourselves a drink of water. Just going to pause the music so I can explain what we're going to do today. So, guys, as I said, today's class is Get Started. It's a beginner's body weight circuit class. We're going to do 2 circuits of 4 body weight exercises each. The first circuit is going to be focused on the upper body, so the chest, the shoulders, and the core. The second circuit is then going to be focused on the legs, okay? So the quadriceps in the front of the legs, the hamstrings in the back of the legs, and then the glutes as well. I'm going to spend a little bit of time explaining each exercise. We're then going to do it for 30 seconds. Once I've explained every exercise in the circuit, we're then going to go through them all one by one as a continuous circuit format. So I'll start off by explaining our first exercise. So it is a push-up position hold, okay? So you want to be on your hands and on your feet, and all we're going to do is hold this position here. Core nice and tight. Feel free, if you struggle, put your knees down or hold a regular plank, okay? We're going to hold this position for 30 seconds. So push-up position hold in 3, 2, 1. "15 seconds to go, guys. Well done. Don't let those hips dip. Don't have them too high. Three, 2, 1. Have a little rest, guys. Well done. Because this is quite a chilled song, I'm not going to pause the music, okay? I'm going to keep it going as I explain. So this next one, we're going to be on our knees, have our hands out in front of the body. All we're going to do is dip into a little push-up. It's called a pike push-up because it's used to target the shoulders, okay? So we're on our knees, and all we're doing is lowering our head towards the ground. Want to make it a bit harder? Feel free to bring your knee, a bit easier, sorry, bring your knees a bit closer. Harder, feet further away. So 30 seconds of pike push-ups in 3, 2, 1. And again, if you want to make it harder, as I said, more shoulder focused. Bring knees closer. You can even come up onto your feet, but that's a more advanced variation. Feel free to change it according to your individual needs. Five seconds to go, everyone. Well done. We're all doing really well. Okay, and stop there. We're now going to move onto our core. So if we can all lay on our backs. The next exercise most of you would have done before is a sit-up. This time I want us to change the technique, so it might be something you've not done before. Okay? When people naturally lie down, they find they have an arch under their lower back. What I want you guys to do is push your pelvis backwards to close that arch. By doing that, that allows you to then engage the core muscles more. So then when you sit up, you take your hip flexors out of the equation and you use your abs a lot more. So as I said, when you sit up, you'll find there's naturally an arch in your lower back. Close the gap, so you shouldn't then be able to fit your hands under. Then sit up as you do it. Feel free, if you struggle with sit-ups, to do little crunches. Completely up to you guys. It's up to your own ability levels and how you want to do it. So sit-ups in 3, 2, 1. Let's go, guys. Close that lower back gap and sit up. Control the way down. Make it nice and slow on the way down. Really feel your abdominals working. 10 seconds to go, everyone. We're all doing really well. Three, 2, 1. Our next exercise is going to be a leg raise. I'm just going to pause the music so I can explain to you what we're going to do. So again, we're still on our backs. This time, we're going to put our hands under our bums, keeping our legs nice and straight. We're then going to raise them off the floor, squeezing our abs at the top and controlling down. As I said, feel free to bend your knees to make it a little bit easier to regress the exercise. So we're going to do leg raises in 3, 2, 1. Hands under your bum, legs up, squeeze the core, control the way down, Just like in any movement we're going to do today, control the exercise as much as we can. Three, two, one. Well done, guys. If you grab yourselves a drink, that is circuit number 1 completed. What I'm going to do now, guys, okay, is we're going to do that circuit again, but we're going to do it one exercise after the other. Okay, so we're going to go from the push-up position hold, which is a static exercise, into the pike push-up, into the sit-ups, and then into the leg raises, one after the other. We're still sticking with 30 seconds per exercise. As I said, if you're really struggling, drop me a message in the chat. I can always give you an easier exercise. Feel free to adapt it yourself or use the regression exercise that I've given you today. Are we all feeling ready, guys? Thumbs up for me if we're feeling ready. Fantastic. Okay, so we're going to go into the push-up position hold in 3, 2, 1. Core nice and tight. As I said, you shouldn't be holding the push-up like this. Puts a lot of strain in the lower back. Okay, your core should be up, squeezing your abs at the top. Technically a core and an upper body exercise, all in one. Three, two, one. We're going to come down onto our knees. Bring them nice and close to our hands, and then we're going to control the way down into pike push-ups. Let's go, guys. As I said, if you want to make it a bit easier for yourselves, knees further back. No, it's closer to make it easier. Further back to make it harder. Getting myself mixed up there. 5 seconds to go, guys. Really feel that in those shoulders. And stop there. Well done. We're all going to come onto our backs now. Remember what I said about closing that gap under the back to activate the core. We're going to do sit-ups in 3, 2, 1. 30 seconds, everyone. Fifteen seconds to go. We're halfway there. These are all exercises that you can do at home. So if you're struggling during the lockdown, make yourself a circuit, guys. Follow our classes. There's plenty of classes on YouTube that you can use. Plenty of exercises you can do. Stop there for me now, guys. That's that one done. The next one is leg raises. Hands under the bum. Raise the legs up. Let's go, guys. Control the way down. Definitely recommend, if you find bodyweight exercise easy, slow the movement down. You can make it 5 times harder. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Stop there, guys. That is circuit 2 complete. Grab yourselves a drink of water. Well done. So while you're drinking your water, I'm going to use this time to explain the first exercise of the next circuit. So we're going to do a leg focus circuit next. The first one we are going to do is a body weight squat. But I want to make a little change to how you're doing it, okay? So when you squat, you should have your feet at shoulder width or just outside shoulder width, okay? You should always keep your core nice and tight. So when you squat, you shouldn't be arching over like this. It puts a lot of strain in the lower back. Okay, so if you look at me from the front, head up, chest up, shoulders back. Okay, from the side. All I want you to do to initiate the squat, stick your bum out to start, squeezing the abs, squat down, and then up. If you're like me, I struggle with my hip and ankle mobility, so I can't squat very low, as you can see. Squat to your own ability, so don't force depth if you really struggle, but squat as low as you feel comfortable, okay? What I want to do for today's squats is I want to slow the movement down, okay? So when we do it, 5 seconds down, pause at the bottom, and then explode up. 5 seconds down, pause, and explode up. It's going to make the legs burn a little bit more than just doing a regular squat. Are we ready, guys? So we're going to do 30 seconds of squats in 3, 2, 1. I see you all controlling nice and slowly. Core tight, head up, chest up, shoulders back. Feet nice and wide. Low down. Pause and up. Slow down. Pause and up. Really be able to feel the muscles working when you extend at the knee. So when you come up like this, you're working your quads, so the muscle in the front of your legs. The deeper you sit into the squat, the more of your glutes you're going to activate in the back of your legs. And stop there, guys. Well done. That is squats finished. Next exercise we're going to do is called a split squat. Okay, so if you've got your stool, chair or bench, feel free to use it. I'm also going to give you a regression, up to you what you do. This is quite a tough exercise for balance. So if you struggle with your balance, you can always use the regression exercise. 1 foot on the chair, lunge forward. All we're going to do, okay, is lunge down, core tight, head up, chest up, shoulders back, and up. Down and up. If you struggle and you haven't got the right equipment for this exercise, all I want you guys to do is a reverse lunge, just like we did in the warm-up. This is a beginner's lunge variation, and we'll transfer directly into the split squat. So we're going to do split squats or reverse lunges in 3, 2, 1. 30 seconds on each side as well, guys. So start on one side, go into the other. Again, on this movement, slow it down. That's it. And if you really struggle, remember, you've always got that reverse lunge. Feel free to just do little reverse lunges. You don't have to go all the way down. Regress it to your own ability. Okay, and we're going to change sides now, guys. So other leg up. Try not to fall over as you do it like me. Okay, we're going to go down. Nice and slowly, pause and up. The reason why I've given you guys the split squat, it's really important for balance and coordination. You can do a lot of exercises, just work your strength. We want to target all areas of fitness. Okay, and balance is essential for everyday life and exercise in general. 5 seconds to go on this one, guys. And stop there. Well done. Fantastic job. The next one is a little bit easier, you'll be pleased to know. So we're going to go onto our knees for the next one. So everyone can go on their knees if they can still see me. All we're going to do is have our hands on the floor, kick the leg back, squeeze the glute at the top, bring it back in. Kick the leg back, squeeze the glute at the top, bring it back in. And we're going to do 30 seconds on each leg. Let's go, guys. So really squeeze the glute at the top. Halfway there, guys. Struggle with kneeling, feel free, just do little range of motion. You feel a lot of pressure in your knees, completely up to you. We're now going to change sides. So other leg, kick back, squeeze the glutes. There's not many bodyweight exercises you can use to target the glutes specifically, and this is one of them. Just like in the gym, there's a lot of machines where you can do kickbacks, which is a great alternative. You can even add a weight to your foot, give a bit of extra resistance as well. And stop there. We're going back to standing now, guys. Sorry to knock you all out. I just wanted to give you a little rest because this next one, again, is a little bit challenging, but there will be a regression exercise, okay? So we're going to do a single leg, stiff leg deadlift. Just going to pause the music because this one's a difficult one to explain. So all we're going to do is we're going to stand on one leg, one arm out in front of the body, one behind. Feel free to use a wall around you to help for support. Then all you're going to do, reach towards the ground and pull up and through. If this is really challenging for your balance, feel free to do a double leg stiff leg deadlift, okay? To do that, you want to have a slight bend in your knee, okay? All you're going to do, keep your core nice and tight, head up, chest up, shoulders back, arch over, and pull through. So it's a deadlift, but without bending your knees, okay? So you have your legs in the same position. All that's pivoting is your lower back. If you guys want to stand side on, that way I can watch your technique, make any corrections if we need to. So we're going to do the stiff leg or single leg stiff leg in 3, 2, 1. That's it. Make sure if you struggle with your balance, you've got something around you. You're doing really well. Well done. There's always that double leg stiff leg deadlift to start, which can then progress into the single leg variation. Well done. Brilliant. Brilliant that you're using support there as well. That's fantastic. Excellent. Great job, guys. And we've done one side. We're going to change to the other side. If you're doing both legs at the same time, just do more stiff leg deadlifts, okay? Good, Kim. Well done. Great technique. We're on one leg, knee slightly bent, core tight. And stop there for me, guys. Well done. Fantastic job, everyone. Let's have a little break. Grab yourselves a drink of water. We have one more round of that to go, okay? We're a little bit short for time, so we're going to do that round as quickly as we can. We're then going to do a few stretches to cool down. So it's the body weight squats. We're then going into the split squat. We're then going into the kickbacks, and then the single leg or the double leg stiff leg deadlift. Okay, we're going to go in 3, 2, 1. Remember, keep that control on the way down for me, guys. On the squat, pause, and up. Roll down, pause, and up. Halfway there, guys. Slow down, pause, and up. Remember, don't force depth, so don't force yourself to go all the way down. If you can't, take it to where you feel comfortable. And stop there for me, guys. We're going into the split squat next, or the reverse lunge. Let's go. So start with the other side that you didn't start on last time, if you can remember. Okay. And squat down and up. Other fitness coach, Tom at Christchurch, made a really good point about split squats, and that's to keep both knees a 90-degree angle if you can. So you should have a right angle on both knees. Remember, you've always got that reverse lunge to make things easier. And when you've done that, if you change sides for me, guys, other foot up. Good, well done, guys. I can see everyone's really controlling the movement as well, which is great to see. No one's rushing through. Here's the balance. That's why it's good to have a wall next year as well, just in case. And stop there, well done. The next one we're going to is on the knees. We're coming down, and we're going into the kickback. So kick back, squeeze the glute at the top. Squeeze the glute at the top. Fantastic job, everyone. Well done. 3, 2, 1. And change sides for me, guys. So this is lower body circuit. Hopefully your legs will be sore tomorrow. That is the aim of a leg workout or a body workout. Make sure you get nice lot of protein in. Okay, really helps you to recover. Stretching's fantastic. So Andy's stretch and flex class tomorrow might be a great option if you're feeling really sore. And stop there for me, guys. If we go back to standing up, I'll give you guys time to do that. Well done. A little bit of cardio in there as well with the getting up, sitting up, steps to full going down. We're going to start on one leg. Okay. And down and up. Remember, you've always got that option, okay, of doing this double leg, stiff leg deadlift. You have to use your foot moving sideways to try and control the movement and your balance of the body. And change sides for me now, guys. Other leg. Fantastic job, everyone. This is the last 30 seconds of work. Five seconds to go. And stop there, guys. Well done. If you grab yourselves a drink of water, we've got 3 minutes to stretch off, which is just about right. Fantastic job, everyone, today. You've all done really well. Glad to see a lot of you trying out the balance exercises. They're a lot harder in terms of what to do. So well done, everyone, for giving it a go. So the first stretch we're going to do, stretch out the hamstrings, actually, which we've just worked. Keep the legs nice and straight. All we're going to do is reach down towards the toes, keeping those legs nice and straight as we do it. We're then going to come up, hands on the hips, reach up, reach back to stretch the lower back. We're then going to round right over this time. Don't focus on the hamstrings, but focus on the lower back. Try and allow our lower back to round down, just to give that a nice stretch as well. We're then going to do a balance drill. So again, we're going to stand on one leg, grab our foot, put it towards our bum, keep our hips high, knee pointed towards the ground. Use a wall if you need to. I really hope you guys have enjoyed today's class. As I said, if you've got any questions, just give me a message in the box. You feel free to email me as well at tom.gray@canterbury.ac.uk if you've got any questions about anything fitness related. We're going to change size now, guys. As I mentioned at the start, Christchurch work in collaboration with R-Parks to bring you a range of classes weekly. Test my memory trying to remember all of them now. But on Mondays, it's Box Fit. Today, it's Get Started, which is this class now, and Legs, Bums and Tums. We're going to have our legs nice and wide, reach down in between. On Wednesday, as I said, it's Stretch and Flex with Andy. Thursday, it's Shape and Move, and also another Get Started class. No, it's called, the other class is called Boot Camp now, actually. And then on Friday, we have, try to remember now. Friday, we have Keep Stretching. Well done, guys. We're going to cross one leg out in front of the body. Friday, we have Hit and Abs with Kaz. Sorry, guys, testing my memory there a little bit. Class names keep changing. They can all be found on Zoom. Yeah, so this one, what we want to do is we want to cross the leg out in front of the body and reach down to stretch the glutes. You might have done this one before with Andy, if you've done those classes before. And then we're going to change sides, cross the other leg out in front of the body, and then reach down to stretch the glutes. And we'll finish there. Grab yourselves a drink of water, guys. Give yourselves a pat on the back. Fantastic job. Thank you all so much for today for joining the class. I hope you've enjoyed it and hope to see you guys next week. Cheers, guys.